What is it about the human body that provokes such complex emotions? On one hand, it's a vessel of our identity, a canvas for our experiences. On the other, it's scrutinized and regulated, often shrouded in layers of societal expectation. This tension between our natural state and societal expectations reflects a deeper struggle embedded in human behavior, the desire for both freedom and belonging. Michel Foucault, the French philosopher known for his work on power dynamics, showed us how this struggle isn't just a private conflict, but one shaped by the systems of control that govern society. We like to believe that our body is ours to control, but is it really? From a young age, we are taught what is acceptable and what isn't when it comes to showing our skin. These norms are so deeply ingrained that they feel natural, but in reality, they are anything but. According to Foucault, this isn't just a matter of modesty, it's about power. He believed that societies don't simply repress expressions of sexuality and nudity. They regulate and shape them. This regulation starts with how society talks about the body. We don't just hide it, we dissect it, analyze it, and categorize it. Medical institutions, religious doctrines, and educational systems have long defined what is normal for our bodies. These definitions become internalized over time. We begin to judge ourselves, even when no one is looking. This act of self-surveillance, Foucault argues, is how power embeds itself in our daily lives. And here's where human behavior becomes deeply relevant. We internalize these rules to the point where they become part of our identity. We begin to monitor ourselves, how we dress, how we behave in public, and even how we think about our own bodies. In a sense, we are both the observers and the observed, enforcing rules that were never ours to begin with. Take nudity as an example. Is it truly liberating, or is it a vulnerability society has constructed? When we think of nudity, we might imagine freedom, a return to nature, but it's rarely that simple. When the body is exposed, it becomes subject to the gaze of others, a gaze conditioned by centuries of social and cultural norms. Foucault called this the medical gaze, the idea that the body has been turned into an object to be examined, controlled, and judged. At the root of this judgment is a basic human tendency, the need to fit in, to conform. This need for belonging is as old as human history, rooted in our evolutionary past. Humans are social creatures, and throughout history, group cohesion has been essential for survival. But in modern society, this need to belong has been hijacked by powerful structures that tell us how to behave, how to think, and even how to feel about our own bodies. What's fascinating is that this control doesn't just come from external forces. It becomes part of us. We censor ourselves before others even have the chance to. We judge our bodies against impossible standards, standards created by those in power. And this is precisely Foucault's point. The power over the body is most effective when it doesn't feel like power at all. It feels natural, normal, inevitable. But it's not. It's a construct, one that can be questioned, resisted, and redefined. This is where Foucault's work becomes truly revolutionary. He didn't just want us to recognize the forces controlling us, he wanted us to understand that these forces are not fixed. The norms that govern our bodies can be rewritten, but only if we recognize how deeply they shape us. So, when we think about nudity, we must go beyond the surface. It's not just about taking off clothes, it's about peeling back the layers of social conditioning that dictate how we view the body. It's about asking why something so natural has become so fraught with judgment, control, and power. Ultimately, Foucault's insights invite us to reflect on the intricate relationship between power, the body, and our very identities. It's a journey toward recognizing the layers of conditioning that inform our self-perception and the space we occupy in the world. Through this lens, we can begin to question what it means to truly embrace our humanity, unencumbered by the judgments of society. This exploration invites us to embrace the complexity of our identities, suggesting that within the tension of societal norms, we can discover a deeper, more authentic understanding of ourselves. Our journey of self-discovery is ongoing. Share your thoughts in the comments. How do you view the relationship between power and identity?